The next stage is to turn these website visitors, once they've opted into your funnel, to turn them into inquiries. Maximize your speed to lead. This is how quickly you follow up with your leads is important. A Harvard Business Study did a 3-year study examining 15,000 unique leads and 100,000 call attempts. And what they found is that if you don't contact a lead within the first 5 minutes of showing interest, there is a 10 times drop in conversion rates. And that continues to drop over the next few hours. So you can see the importance of getting in touch with someone within the first few minutes of showing interest. Some people think this doesn't apply to me. Trust me, this applies to every industry. The better you're able to do this, the more successful you're going to be in your campaigns. There's a huge amount of data and ad spend to prove it. There's 2 ways of doing it. One is through automating the whole process, which is what we do for our clients, but there's no replacement for getting a human appointment setter to actually call them and start a conversation. We're also looking into AI, using AI callers to start these conversations and lead them into an appointment with the salesperson. So yeah, that's why you need a follow-up system to nurture and guide them towards booking an appointment with you. These are some of the systems that we use. If you hire an appointment setter to call your leads, then make sure they get notified regardless of where the leads come from. So what you'll find is that a lot of people, even though they see your ad on Facebook, they will do their research on YouTube and other platforms, and they might contact you from a different source. So what you need to do is to have a system that regardless of where the leads come from, they can all be captured in one place, in one CRM, which is what we do through our own CRM, which is WhatsApp. But at the same time, that CRM should be able to notify the salesperson, hey, this one's become a lead, let's call them and get them on a call. So these are some of the automations examples I've put in here. This is just a small snapshot of the things that we do. There's a whole bunch of automations that we run for clients, but these are the ones we find most useful. One is notifying the salesperson regardless of where they come from, assigning the tags so that we always know where they came from, and that way we can spend more money on that particular channel. Another one is sending reminders to prospects. So after the call is booked, we need to improve the show up rates. We need to make sure that person shows up. Send them value assets like videos and testimonials and case studies and so on, so that they come fully educated about your service and makes it much more likely for them to convert into a customer during that sales call. That's where the video creation part right at the beginning becomes so important. This is one of our reminder flows that we use. So that way, there's not much selling left to do. The videos and the assets that you send to them before the sales call will do most of the selling for you. Also have automations to follow up with people who canceled or didn't show up to your appointment. So you don't want to have your salespeople, or if you do the sales yourself, you don't want to waste your time following up with people who didn't show up. You want to have a system that click of a button, it all does it by itself. And that way you or your sales team can focus on more important tasks in the business and taking actual calls rather than doing low value menial tasks. And this will help you make your sales process more repeatable and predictable. So eventually when you do bring in more salespeople, it is a very repeatable system. You'll be able to hire closers easily, and that will remove you from the day-to-day running of the business so that you can spend more time working on the business rather than in it, and more time doing the things you actually love, whether that's business or even if that's in your personal or your private life, like for example, spending more time with your family, which is something that's very important to me. So you'll be able to do all these things once you have that system in place.